Good morning, beautiful people. Dr. Joe Wallace here. This week's episode of Monday Motivation. We are in the office, we're rocking and rolling, ready to get some people's powers turned on. Last week, our challenge was to FaceTime, to call, or Zoom a friend or family member, right, every day of the week. Hope you guys had some fun with that. Hope you guys were able to catch up with some people, maybe reconnect with some people you hadn't spoken to in a while. I know I was. I definitely talked to some people who I haven't talked with in a while, and it was awesome. It kind of felt like we just picked right up where we left off, which was nice, but it was definitely nice to touch base with them, and I hope you guys had a similar experience. This week's challenge is going to be to get 20 minutes of sunlight every day. So head on outside, whether you're walking the dog, whether you're going for a jog, just getting an outdoor workout in, something like this, but get some fresh air, get that sunlight. It's important for a lot of reasons, but one of the biggest things that sunlight does for us is vitamin D production in our body. So the way that this works is that it's the sunlight, right? The ultraviolet B rays actually stimulate cholesterol in our skin, turn it into a precursor for the vitamin D3, and in order to actually produce active vitamin D in our body, some things need to happen. So sunlight comes in, activates that cholesterol in our skin, starts a cascade where now that product has to actually go through our liver and then through our kidney before it's actually turned into an active vitamin D that we can use. And if you're taking supplements and things, I encourage you to take a look at them and see what kind of vitamin D you're actually getting. A lot of times in supplements, they use a plant sterol, so they subject a plant sterol to ultraviolet rays, which actually is a little bit different than sunlight. It creates that precursor for vitamin B2 instead of vitamin D2 instead of vitamin D3. So make sure that you're getting that sunlight so that we do have that active vitamin D3 in our system and it's ready to go. Now, vitamin D, as most of us know, is good for maintaining a healthy bone density, but it's good for a lot of other reasons as well. Now, they found vitamin D receptors actually in your heart, blood vessels, prostate, endocrine glands, muscles, and these kind of things. So there's beginning to be a lot of evidence that vitamin D is actually good for a lot of different parts of our body, some of which I just named there. One of the reasons that I'm encouraging you guys to get some sunlight, be outside for that healthy vitamin D production. Another reason is that just for our mental health, it's good to get out, it's good to breathe in some fresh air. I know a lot of people are working from home these days and kind of cooped up inside. So it's very healthy for us on a few different levels to make sure that we are getting some of that fresh air, some sunlight, these kind of things. Definitely share with me what you're doing outside, whether you're walking your dog or you're going on runs. I've been going on runs. We did a bike ride this weekend, which was awesome, and I've done a couple outdoor workouts. So these are some things that I'm doing just to get myself outside in some sunlight. I've also been doing some reading, which is easy to do outside. Just kind of get yourself away from people, find a nice calm spot, and have a chance to do some reading. So these are some excuses that I've found to get myself outside. Feel free to steal them, obviously. And if you guys have any different ones, any new or different activities you've been doing outside, definitely let me know. I'd be excited to try some of those out. But to recap today's challenge, or this week's challenge, it is again to get at least 20 minutes of sunlight a day, at least 20 minutes of that fresh air. It does a lot of good for you. We named a couple of things, and there are definitely a lot more benefits that I did not touch on in this brief video. But have fun with it. Again, share with people your experience with it. Try to encourage others to get involved. Feel free to tag them in these videos if you'd like. That's one easy way to share it. As always, let's be proactive about our health so we don't have to be reactive. And this week, let's grow together.